Yeah, it's not right there.
Okay.
Right.
Lady, introduce you. Can I have the mic for a minute?
Sure.
Liz, you are next. Please introduce our keynote speakers.
Please unshare your screen so Liz can share her screen. Thank you.
All right. Can you see me now?
You
I
look
feel like
beautiful,
a
Liz.
Verizon commercial. Welcome, welcome. I want to thank all of you for coming to the Northeast Region International Women's Day. My name is Elizabeth Mazias, and I am a old gangster women tech maker. I went to the very first Women Tech Makers event at the Google San Francisco office with Megan, who loaned her garage to the founders of Google to get the company off the ground. I have had a long history with the CyberCode twins. I wrote my first program in 1984 in BASIC, and I have a lot of experience with bias in tech, but when I wrote that first program, I was at an all-girls school, and I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to be doing this, or that some other gender was good at it and some other gender was not. In any event, I did in my career have an opportunity to meet both Steve Jobs and Sergey Brin. But one thing that makes me really proud is to have paired with the CyberCode twins. So I met them at the Consumer Electronics Show hackathon, and it was their first hackathon, and they came out on top. I mean, if you believe in pair programming, then you got to believe in the CyberCode twins, because they are pair programming all the time. And what they're doing and what they stand for means a lot to me. So I got them with Natalie Villalobos a ticket to Google I/O and a bus ticket from LA up to the show, and it was a really wonderful experience. But as the lead organizer of GDG Boston Android, I got to show you my Latina angels on the Boston Common. They are leaders, they are influencers, they are a powerful example, and we can all learn from them. I don't want to take a lot of time. There's no Charlie here. They're just angels. They're not Charlie's angels. I'm very proud to introduce you to Penelope and America. So I'm going to stop my share and let you guys take over.
Yeah, if you're wondering who's Penelope, this is Penelope, and I'm America. Yay. We're 5 minutes apart, just wondering. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen.
It's that one.
That one?
No,
window. Okay,
Windows. Yeah.
Is that the one? Okay.
Yes. And don't forget to put the timer on up there.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Up there.
Oh.
Now you know when to start.
Yeah. So yes, I'm America. It's Penelope, and we are the
CyberCode twins.
And we've been in hackathons, I guess, since 2015, I guess. Yeah, our first hackathon was, well, major hackathon was in Vegas for CES. It was like an 18, and yeah, we were like focusing on like public safety hacks, and we learned how to like hack into hardware. It was like really interesting, but we kept competing throughout that year, and
hackathons give us like access to resources that usually we don't have access to within our neighborhood.
But at the same time, in our culture, you know, like sleepovers are very restricted, so it felt like catching up to sleepovers we never had. So it was like really cool to catch up on tech and compete from like Beijing to Barcelona in hardware to software, and then blockchain kept popping up at these hackathons, and we both applied to a program at MIT Media Lab where they chose 25 students.
But they thought we applied twice. Though.
Interesting, the interview process.
They're like, you're really twins.
They're really twins. We had interview process different days, Friday, Monday. They only let one of us in because they had a sibling. But we found out they had siblings in the program anyway. They just used different addresses. Next time we'll do that.
And uncles. Yeah.
But what we really loved about that program, again, like they chose 25 students of color and women across the nation, just to have more familiarity with the blockchain, how to get involved with building on different protocols.
Exposed to the networking of how, like, how the crypto folks like do their networking, obviously.
Yeah, because like the first time I heard of Bitcoin was through my church, Korean church I was attending, but I wasn't sure we were allowed to talk about it. But it was cool. They really had that program at MIT Media Lab where I can like get the best information from experts, and they move us along the way. But yeah, what I learned a lot was there's many times where traveling for hackathons, we got locked out of our accounts because it just seems so suspicious. But at the same time, while we're locked out of our accounts, we were using crypto just to be able to eat, travel, and stay at a hotel at times. It happened in London. It happened in different places in the US when we were stuck in Canada
as well.
Yeah. So that's how we got more involved in the blockchain space. Share what we learned. So one thing is makes you think about what is money, what's the value, and a lot of it is just what the people and the value. And what people are really surprised about is that a white paper was published in a cryptography email letter in October 31st, 2008. So a lot of people, they have different anniversaries for Bitcoin, and I always ask which anniversary you're referring to, which is the white paper, or is it like the network? Because the network was released a few months later, which was on January 3rd. And that was the Genesis block. So for us, this was really interesting to learn about. It got us interested to learn more about Bitcoin. We didn't hear about Bitcoin until 2014. That's when I was hearing about it from a church member, because they hit me up on LinkedIn and like, hey, do you know what's Bitcoin? I'm like, I'm not sure we're allowed to talk about this. But I really wanted to dive more into about this one, because I was like, wow, an alternative to banks. There was times we got locked out of PayPal because we were doing food vending just to help with our parents with their second mortgage. We were always interested. Okay, where are the virtual currencies before Bitcoin? So what's really interesting during that decade in the 90s was a lot of people were saying, oh, virtual e-currency is a lost cause. And he referred to this many times in his white paper. Like, it didn't come out of nowhere. There were certain technologies that needed to be in place for it to be possible, like this distributed ledger, to be able to share on the network. And how do you make sure there's no double spending? It solved a pretty good mathematical problem that the army was like funding, the Byzantine general problem. That was like 1978, I believe. But yeah, certain things had to be in place. The public key encryption, what's a certain signature algorithms. And I like to tell people, it's like, hey, it takes the best of each of these failed projects that happened in the past decades, and a lot of them were used. So a lot of it was used progressively into this network to make sure scalable for the proof of work. It was more scalable to make sure that the owner was the one who was spending the Bitcoin. So, what I was really more surprised with was like next in the next decade after Bitcoin was established, He started Ethereum, I believe, in 2013, and it's because his character got nerfed. Warcraft.
You know how you are, guys.
Yeah,
About our gaming.
It's like gaming. It's like, okay, you know, he spent all that time gaming. He spent that, and they released a patch. I think it was like 2009, and he was just like, oh, forget it. He'll quit Warcraft, and he got into Bitcoin, and then 2 years later, he
writing like articles for Bitcoin.
Yeah, he was always writing how to improve the protocols and all. But I guess the frustration led him to like, okay, he's gonna work on smart contracts onto the system. But the thing is, you know, there's a lot of flexibility to that network that you trade for security. That's why you see like different standardization for each contract and tokens that's established on these contracts.
Now, how did you get to know about Ethereum? It's like,
oh, so I got to learn more about Ethereum from a hackathon. This was in 2016. It was after the MIT program.
we were both in Las Vegas, right?
Yes, and we met Vitalik at the Money 2020 hackathon. Really, but it was 2016.
And we brought some friends over from our neighborhood too.
Yeah, and he was wearing an Ethereum shirt. But what was so fascinating was like everybody kept saying they were the co-founder of Ethereum, so I didn't really believe he was. Until my friends, that's really Vitalik. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And what was even more interesting was
Digital assets.
this. They were talking about digital assets around this time.
It was all about fintech.
And I met the future founder of OpenSea, the guy who created the NFT marketplace.
I'm with him.
He was like super skeptical about blockchain in general. So it's just sitting there answering questions, and Vitalik just like, you know. So yeah, I'm like, whoa, you know, you got to meet like these really cool people from these hackathons. Yeah. But my sister's gonna dive into the history of NFTs.
Yeah, it's the fun part. Like, this is when like a lot of our generations are starting to get into NFTs because they see like a way for them to get within the wealth distribution.
Yeah.
So it gives them like they already know the culture and they already know what art that can be like more related to them and to their activitiness.
I mean, we were always collecting collectibles before NFTs, like
yeah,
Pokemon cards,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
And now you're like trying to collect like whatever is considered historic or relevant to the blockchain space. Now, Bitcoin has NFTs, and this is called the rare Bipit cards, and you can find these within a scarcity rare Bipit directory and also on the exchange. And the reason like how this got created is because it was built on top of Bitcoin with Counterparty, your marketplace platform, and people searching within it need cards, and that's usually how the start. We're able to take that over and trade it onto the Ethereum and also other blockchains.
Yes. So like the artists would create dispensaries and then they'll mint a certain amount. They can also burn it in a later future, but you would have to send Bitcoin to the dispensary. That's what they call it. And then you'll get a Bitcoin. But I mean, you'll get the NFT.
It was originally how artists got paid for their creativity up front, like with whatever they sold, they received in cryptocurrency. But now you see people are interested in NFTs even further, get royalties now.
Oh, if you're wondering what's Emblem Vault, it's a way of wrapping Bitcoin NFTs and show it onto the Ethereum network, where sometimes people are looking for more liquidity. So it's able to do cross-chain.
Actually, you can also get royalties from it if you wrap it yourself. So you can learn how to do that.
Oh,
later.
that's why people are like,
it.
oh, cool, I can get the royalty if I sell this piece. But yeah.
So wait, you guys minted some NFTs. Are you earning royalties? I gotta ask.
Well, you don't have to be the creator. That's the thing. People are learning. You don't have to be the creator.
You don't have to be the artist.
You don't for that Bitcoin. you're the one wrapping it
into the
onto the Ethereum network. So that was one thing people learned. You just learn it because
It's just an open secret.
you were just playing around with these NFTs, and then people were like, "Wait, where's the royalty going to?" The one who wrapped it, yeah. And you can unwrap it and then wrap it yourself. So people, if they're not aware of that, yeah,
That
how it
usually
works.
goes for the Bitcoin NFT.
That's something we learned during the summer. The 3 moves, yeah,
midnight mints and yeah,
yeah,
and research, deep dive research,
and talking with people from Scarcity and people,
Discord.
and Discord. Mostly it's on Discord,
Twitter and Discord.
but this is like a rough timeline, because I don't really see like earlier NFTs.
No, that's what it says. Early NFTs on Ethereum.
Yeah, because other ones that I remember messing around with was Colored Coin, and I remember playing with that at a Draper hackathon. I think it was like 2015. I think it was.
We got a couple questions.
Oh, okay, cool. What's the question?
What's
the
the
question
best
at during
marketplace for
session?
Bitcoin NFTs? And
Okay.
maybe if you had a link for a tutorial about wrapping on the emblem vault, that would be welcome information.
Oh, so yes, the guy would trust.
Daniel.
No, it's Jake Bit. So Jake Bit is a YouTuber. He's been
was
doing
Jake Gollan.
tutorials
Okay.
on rare pepes and how to wrap them on Emblem Vault. He's the one I was learning from. I was questioning him because I keep seeing him wrap his Bitcoin NFTs, and I'm just like, who's getting the royalty here? Because
We know
these
obviously,
weren't originally Ethereum. So
obviously
I'm
we
like,
know the Bitcoiners don't get the royalties.
and yeah, we just had a discussion over Twitter, on Twitter public, and that's when everybody was learning, wait, you get the royalty if you wrap it. But like the best liquidity, people use Emblem Vault, that way they'll be able to search. But at the same time, you have to be aware of fakes. Sometimes people will wrap a fake Bitcoin NFT,
or it might be fractional and it's not really the whole NFT.
so that's
you
why
have to read the description and properties. And
yeah,
really dive.
So we're
So
going to
dive
look
in.
for Jake on YouTube. And
On
what's the
YouTube.
best marketplace for
For-
Bitcoin NFTs?
one I would recommend Scare.city.
Like it's shown in this.
Scarce City, right?
Scarce.city.
City.
I love it because it's play on words on scarcity. But scarce.city. Yeah. And we met them at Bitcoin Miami last year, and they were just starting.
It's on our YouTube. It was showing those physical cards too.
Yeah, we saw the physical rare Pepe cards. There's not any, and it was before the popularity of
Right.
Bitcoin NFTs. We're like, is this real? It's like, yeah, this is real. So we were learning from the Bitcoin gallery.
Yeah, there's
last year.
Bitcoin conference there too.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the timeline, but maybe you could point out a few milestones.
CryptoPunks is very popular, but what I recommend people to get as their first NFT is their ENS, your name.
Yeah,
You
just
should try to reserve your name.
like for example, ours is CyberCode twins.eth. Sometimes people are not going to remember the whole address of the numbers,
And
but
it's
they might remember your username.
Yeah, it's easier to remember wallets than just a long output of numbers and letters. What's another one? Yeah, so CryptoPunks. What people don't know about CryptoPunks is that there's 2 versions of CryptoPunks by Larva Labs. Larva Labs,
There's
you
version
know,
1, version 2.
yeah, there's
So
2
check
versions.
which ones you're getting.
What's
Yes, we did rescue the Mooncast when it got rediscovered last year.
I think it was like around March. Yeah, it has been 1 year. It
Rescued
was
the Mooncast
people
1 year.
were like trying to look for abandoned smart contracts in art, smart contracts, and the CryptoPunks were sharing what they would call alpha on where we can mint these abandoned smart contracts, and
Of
it was a
course.
really cool community event of people minting all these Mooncats.
And they were teaching you how
From
to
the
mint
moon.
it directly on the smart contract as well. They were teaching you
you
step
don't
by step.
you don't mint this like from a friendly UI website because no one knew where the devs were at. But what was really cool, the devs came like a couple weeks later, after all the mooncats
They resurfaced.
were discovered. And what was really cool was like you had to do like a proof of work to get this NFT, and
Proof
then
of work on
mint
the
it.
CPU, like,
Yeah, you had
and you pick
to
which
mooncat
to rescue for
that
them.
you like, and then rescue it. But yeah, CryptoKitties was like
Who
very
minted
popular. Yeah, who
CryptoKitties?
minted CryptoKitties?
Who minted
I'm
CryptoKitties?
really
I know
curious.
some of you might have.
Yeah, because we minted one back in 2017. And our first CryptoKitty loves Mariah Carey, but likes a flat Earth. I'm like,
It has the weird
okay.
bio.
But that was our first NFT back then. But yeah, Decentraland is very popular. Metaverse NFT plays are growing. A lot of brands have been buying into these lands. What is it? A bank as well? They're like giving metaverse loans. It's really interesting. Axie Infinity is a really popular NFT game. They recently just launched,
Which is free.
2 days ago, and it's
And you
free to play right now.
So you get a starter.
You don't
Axie.
earn
You don't have to pay for
at
it.
the moment, but people wanted time to learn before they start tokenizing the play. What else?
Yeah, and also like early crypto artists.
Yeah, the mooncats are pretty
Yeah,
funny.
Like coin artists.
Yeah.
The mooncats are pretty funny. They look like, 80s pixelated, but they're cool. They're cool.
Picking up.
Yeah, it's telling me my my internet
That's a
is
funny
sketchy.
comment. What did she say? The flat Earth is an icon.
Album. Record. Thomas Dolby is a musician, right?
I'll have a look at that. Okay. Oh, what do you want to read, sis?
Wait, how do I go next one?
I'm going next. I think mine is freezing.
Wait, think you went back?
All right, there you go.
Okay, and like NFTs were exploding during 2021, and even though there was like a mini bear market in between, but we call that the accumulation period. It's like find the art that you think will stick out.
Or the crab market, because it goes sideways.
That's it. And obviously, a lot of people know about NFTs because of Beeple. He was selling his every day.
Who was trying to join those $1 raffles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were the days. Those were
those
the
were
early
the
days
days.
last
Yeah.
year. And also, a lot of people were able to, like, sometimes you can't compete. The Frioches are art. They call them artifact, even though it looks like it says wrecked or something.
Yeah, I thought they were originally called Rec or something, but they had to clarify through Twitter how to pronounce their studio name, but they were collaborating with different
Crypto
one-on-one
artists.
art to make digital sneakers, and I'm like, what, really?
I thought it was pretty cool. And
But
also,
they also had physicals.
You can redeem it for physicals, but later on, able to use these NFTs to get whitelisted for other NFTs if they expand their companies. So it's pretty cool. And the other one is, yes, people were buying cubes.
My dad
from
did
Pac.
not believe that.
He's like, my dad's just literally sitting looking at us like when we bought the cube. He's like, I can't believe you bought a cube. Why did you buy a cube?
Yes, and we're literally showing. Yes, we don't.
You can like some of these you can buy with crypto, or some of these you can buy with cash.
Yeah, there are marketplaces like that. Nifty Gateway, Known Origin. Looks like OpenSea is accepting. Credit
Solana.
cards.
So-
Credit card.
Was it
Done.
what happened
People
with
take
the
big-
Adidas NFTs? You were saying that you could get sneakers. You bought the NFT
Oh!
and you could get sneakers.
We were able to get the Adidas NFT. So the thing is, like, Adidas. NFT.
Comic.
Oh my god, I want to show the folks comics. You have some. She'll show you. And because we were part of this community, we were on the allow list for the Nike Adidas one. But
Darn. Oh no, it's got lights on it. But yes, you can see that. Punks.
yeah, this is like
I mean, they finally got their IPs. It was ironic because Bored Ape.
no, but her question was like
Okay.
on the Adidas. So like Adidas, they partner up with Punks and G Money, but it was before the Punks were, sold from Larva Labs to Bored Ape Yacht Club, which we'll talk about
A
next.
company that's barely 1 year old.
Yeah. And they were like, okay, cool. If you buy this NFT, you get to get the tracksuit. So we're like, okay. Because like one like we flipped to stone, we sold it at 1 ETH. Now it's like 2 ETH, but this is how it works. But yeah, Adidas keeps more collaboration. I forgot that they had a collaboration with Gucci, and I missed out on that because there's too much things happening.
Yeah, it's something to reward early holders and those.
Because a lot of the communication is on Discord and not on Twitter, which is very frustrating because I'm more active on Twitter, and you can maybe join on Discord.
All right. Right now they're asking regarding IP. Could you expand on who owns the art?
That's the thing. If there's an artist,
it's usually disclosed on the NFT, like you see in the description. Like for example, they own the IP. Whoever holds it owns the IP. Is you're hoping that they expand the IP into other companies to make better like stories, make it more recognizable.
But there has been cases where people will argue over IP and the collection will
flounder.
No, the collection will get censored on OpenSea because a one-on-one artist will say, hey, I do heart classes. This is trademark and all this stuff. I think it was like Sabel, this guy with like the big eyelashes and girls.
We're talking about fractional ownership though?
That's how. So fractional ownership is one way. Instead of like buying a whole NFT, you can buy a portion of the NFT.
Dollar cost average, just like you do with
so
Sats
for us, my sister she bought into Cool Cats
and it's fractionals too.
They're like when they were at 5 ETH time, she like bought $200 worth or something. And then like if there, and same thing with Cool Cats. I think they were around.
Oh no,
I mentioned at the time. I know, but so she bought like there's this very popular fractional platform called NFTx, where you can buy fractionals of these NFTs, and it's just one way to be exposed to that NFT, and at the same time, people that don't want to play with the floor markets of NFTs because it can take a while for them to get offers.
Because sometimes people make jokes saying JPEGs are illiquid JPEGs, but the fractionals, they have liquidity markets. There's always somebody trying to buy the tokens.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one way that we got exposure to these popular NFT projects instead of just 5 ETH, 6 ETH. I'm like, no, that's like, no. But yeah, that was really.
We started a little late, but I wanted to, keep it moving. And the royalties you talked about, right?
Yeah. So the royalties for these collectibles can range from 5%.
Some doesn't have royalties. Though.
Yeah, so some of them didn't have royalties. Like a popular one was like only. Right. Oh, is.
Cutting in and out for me. We lost you a little bit.
Here.
They look froze. Well, I think maybe we
Liz,
can.
can you message the twins to rejoin?
Yeah, they're doing that. They're doing
fantastic.
that. They said they're not mining. They turned off their miner, so that's not what happened
Good sign.
to their internet.
I hope the miner is separate.
Another tip that I got from them that I can pass on to you. You can DM me. There's a token called Helium, and you can get an MREP miner for free, but that's not NFT. That's blockchain. That's crypto token, and I just set it up, and it works, and I'm earning tokens. Yeah, this is for, yeah, there they are. I guess they can hear
Are
me.
they back on? Do we need to make their hosts?
Yeah,
I'm
make them,
making them
let's see if we can
presenters.
make them host again, or make them presenter again.
Their host presenter mode is on. Twins, please show us your cameras and sound.
Come back, come back.
Yes, we're coming
There they are.
back. Come back.
Okay. Yeah, I just did a
Welcome
little
back,
MREC
twins.
commercial.
This is awesome. When did I get cut off? Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that was,
I mean,
I'm
if you
glad
guys
you're back.
did hear, that's still good.
yeah. So one way we were fun plays is we were mining. I mined Dogecoin.
Mining,
I
anytime
like
there's a
coin.
market or bear
your
market.
slides are gone though. Oh, there they are.
bull
Awesome,
and bear.
awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
I have it back. But yeah, the way we got started playing with NFTs is you got to have a MetaMask account. People were sending NFTs to their Coinbase account.
I actually
I'm
want
like,
some
that's
NFTs.
not how it works.
I actually want some NFTs through giveaways. You know, before there was all these giveaway scams.
Yeah,
That's
it
all
changed.
populated.
Changed since last year. But yeah, you gotta have a lot of the actions on Twitter. Gotta have alternative Twitter account because sometimes the Twitter algorithm is very siloed on your main account, so it's just start a fresh one. Discord, a lot of the raffles happen on Discord too. The event for their parties or for their metaverse parties is also on Discord, and they always ask if you have an ENS. Sometimes people are like, drop your ENS so you can be part of this raffle. You gotta have your name ready.
So if folks are planning to buy the NFTs we're minting in the workshop, is Coinbase okay, or to fund it and to pay for the NFT
Correct.
on OpenSea?
I'm sorry, it is lagging in general. What is going on with the internet?
Okay, so I just want more.
Yeah. Yeah, so the top applications to check what's going on OpenSea trending is like OpenSea on the trending applications. A lot of people that are trying to find rarities in the collection, they use Rarity Sniper. If they're trying to sweep the floor basically you buy the bottom portion of these NFTs. And it's you're buying a large
And also
amount.
you can see the application MetaMask. That's why you have to have a MetaMask account. That way you can log in and check what apps you just do Web3 login.
And DApp Radar is really popular. What are the most used applications for gaming, for NFTs,
For
DeFi,
financing.
finance, lending? So those we use them. Oh, you want to go over this, sis?
Yes, current use cases of NFTs. Right now, people are really flourishing from using their IPs if there was one way to do it. There's Jerkins, the Board A Yacht Club.
Yeah, if
Ballot.
someone that was like, hey, you know, how are they managing their IP? Jenkins, the ballot. He's doing his writers club, so it was very interesting. He was managing his IP in that one.
And you also got the AIDS, you know, also tied to those raffles.
The next one you want to mention is
The
people
ApeCoin
were
now?
trying to use NFTs in a way to market their books. So Gary Vee, he's like, you'll get an NFT. You buy my books. We bought like how many books? 24 books.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but okay.
Okay, we bought about
Our
24
parents
books.
were like, why are these books on my doorstep?
Yeah, just fill out a form, a Google, and basically,
Of course, it made Gary Vee the best seller. You see it trending on the NFTs and also in Amazon and also
Barnes and Noble.
So yeah,
But it was really interesting, like how he was
utilize NFTs.
using game theory in a way to push
Lots of
his
game
book
theories
sales.
and NFTs.
And later it was dropped a few months ago, I think, in February, right? In February, I think it was dropped the tokens, and now he's using those book game tokens as a way to get into his allow list for VFriends Series 2. And luckily, we only had two
book tokens.
but we were able to qualify for one. So we're like, whoa, those
Yes,
are great
good.
odds. I
Yeah.
have friends that had at least 42 book game tokens. Did not qualify for a single one. I'm like, wow, how many books?
Yes.
PlayOuts are very popular in the way like you are proving it's like proof of attendance
Yeah, let me
protocol.
grab that.
It's this really cool guy. His name is Pablo. His name again, Pablo? Best of year would be
Yes.
NFT. And
Well, previously it was East Denver.
do that.
Been cool. Uh-oh, I think you froze again. Yeah, looks like you froze again.
So everyone who is here, we are going to be wrapping up soon. And you can see where to join the next session, which is a hands-on workshop. We're a few minutes behind.
So are we going into the other session right now?
Well, we should wrap up. Liz, don't you think the twins still need to finish up?
Their slide just came back, but I still don't quite see them. Do they need to be enabled
I see
again?
them. They're back.
Yeah, but
Oops.
yeah, I think it might be okay for us to, go ahead and move over. I'll hang out here, and I think they're going to be planning to join the workshop with us. I know they had a proof of attendance
Let's
that they had set up.
probably do that.
Ask
and
them
then
just to share that in the workshop. There
Hi,
you are.
twins. Can you hear us?
So we were saying we can't. There you are.
Hi.
Could we
So-
go to the grand finale before we drop again?
Let's see if I don't have any more issues on my end.
Yeah, we're gonna get the workshop started pretty soon. You guys can join that session too. But if you had something to share that you wanted to finish the.
Yes. Someone
When-
was saying
when the-
earlier about environmental impact of NFTs, and also about like the difference between blockchain servers and
I think they just recently announced
servers.
on the Bitcoin conference 2022.
Wait, give me a second.
About
I'm trying to
Texas
get
solar
into
panels.
the.
Yeah, we want to
Yeah.
kind of get over to the workshop.
Okay. Yeah, there's a
Um,
problem sharing the screen, so I can't.
No, it's because you were trying to share your. You're
we
supposed
can
to hit
see
it
the
with
screen
Windows.
again.
Keep sharing the
Oh,
screen.
Okay.
We,
See,
we've
it says
got
you're
you
sharing
back
your
on
screen.
the current
Click
use
stop sharing.
cases. But I think it's time to segue over to the minting workshop.
Back.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. Just showing references right here if you guys want to read the white paper, or I'll be sharing the slide in the chat, so you guys can have a look at it. If you have questions about the environmental impact, I can send you a paper article that we've been reading, and the
And also
merge is
from
coming
Nick
up.
Carter too.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll have the POAP. We'll send a link so you guys can claim it as well. It'll be your first NFT.
I mean, you can see the pull up all the way down there. I'm just waiting to get the confirmation.
The claim codes, yeah. But yeah, let's get ready for the workshop. Thank you guys for
Yes,
being here for
thank
the
you.
keynote. Yeah.
Yeah,
Twins,
are you going to
you
join
have
the
a
workshop?
chance to
Yes,
participate
I
in
will.
the workshop.
Yes, we'll join.
So everybody, please go on the left. All the attendees go on the left and click join.
Okay.
Yep, I'll see you there. Thanks, Anna.
Agenda.
Centric operations in terms of quality care with social engagement and technology to give these families peace of mind and help the seniors live a better quality of life. I am very excited to be part of this project because it's out of the norm. It's something different for founders like myself. I'm a female founder. I'm a female founder of color. So, you know, for everybody that is in that category or is in the startup world, we know what that means. And I'm really excited to do something different and to help, you know, pay this forward. And for the NFTs, just like a lot of people here, I am new to it. I'm learning a lot, you know, from my fellow founders. So happy to be here. Thank you, Alexis.
This is awesome. And I think what's really exciting about this whole group is that we have such different backgrounds. We are so unique in terms of what we are doing in the world and the good that we're doing. So today we're really excited to be the Future Founder NFT group to walk you through this process. We are all about educating along the way. I am the CEO of WeTransact. It is the ed tech platform. It's an innovation platform, and that's actually the platform, if you see the login on the side and you're going through with us for the hands-on portion of the workshop, that we will be on. So there's no better way than to really see what we do here at WeTransact than to experience it as we collaborate and connect in creating ideas into reality and bringing those ideas forward together. So we are WeTransact, and we go from idea to ROI. So I'm going to use that as a segue real quick for diving into the actual workshop portion. Ask questions anytime. We want to hear them as we go along. Do not wait to the end. No stupid question. We want to hear them all, even if they have typos in them. Just get them in there. And as a teaser of where we're going, so you guys can see, because it's always helpful to like, okay, what's the idea? When we first connected, I am also a Google Women Tech Maker Ambassador, and we were putting this event together, asking ourselves, okay, what could we do to really demonstrate equity in terms of how we can create more equitable ways for people to participate. So how do we increase access for women? How do we increase access for many different groups that are underserved in the Web3 and the NFT space? And definitely in terms of the inequities, we don't want to repeat what already has become of Web 2 and the previous. We always want to be improving, and this continuous improvement, we're really looking at equity today, and this workshop is designed so we can make sure it is more equitable. So we hope to break everything down in these basic steps, go through it together so everybody feels comfortable, accessible, and from there, that's how we're going to become more equitable together. So I'm going to dive in by logging into the app. So I'll stop sharing right now. This is where we're going to end up at the end of the session, our OpenSea, which is the actual marketplace, and we'll get to what all this means, but it is the marketplace where all the images we are creating today during the workshop, you can upload and be able to have them be a part of this series. This is what we are referring to as when we mint the NFTs. We're going to be doing that today on the OpenSea platform. Very exciting. And Abby, yes, dive on in.
Yeah, and something I think that is helpful to keep in mind is when you see all these NFTs that are being traded and like being traded for large amounts of ETH or whatever, you know, system they're on. When we talk about minting, that is when you create the NFT, you are the originator of it. And so when it gets minted, you're the first owner. And so that's the like original market. It's not a secondary market, such as buying it, like all of the trading that happens. I think it's just useful to know.
Please, all of us dive in at any time. I mean, future founders, this is like full stage. You can have your mics on the entire time. Even from the audience, just please put it in the chat so that we can see it and respond to it and put it into order so that it makes sense for everyone. And I'm going to start switching to a different screen share. And this is going to be, the log is on the side. For those of you who've already been able to log in, we have already made you a user. So let me share my screen. And we're going to go to the WeTransact. Great. All righty. So here we are. Once you log into the app, there's going to be a couple things on the board that we are going to do together. Some of you might have done this with the pre-workshop emails that went out. If you didn't, we can quickly do it together here. The first area is going to be the participant prep. So this is so amazing. We worked with Roman, who graciously created this Flutter app. You click on this link here, and that is going to send you to the Flutter app. That is where you can upload and create a custom graphic if you really want to personalize it, or if you want to click on this folder right here, this link, the second option, there's more of a generic folder ready to go. So if you didn't have time to create an image, but you still want to follow along today, you're going to be able to select or create an image. Once you're done with the item, feel free to move it to working, just like in a Kanban board. And of course, when you're done, we will click done. So as we go through, the second tab is what we need to make sure everyone can answer together. So we're going to start. Why don't we start here with the group? Do you know what an NFT is? And Abby, Michelle, Decca, feel free to just give some answers or explanation. What is an NFT as people are filling out this page right now?
It's a non-fungible token. Yes.
Okay. Yep. We've got non-fungible token. And now that that's exactly what it is, what does that mean in layman's terms? How do we convert this and make it simple for everyone to understand?
Do you want to take that, Michelle, or do you want me to jump in?
Jump in, all of us. We all have different ways of looking at it.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're at the very, very beginning of Web3, of crypto, of NFTs, right? And one of the cool ways that, you know, I think that the opportunity is and the imagination is a bit endless for what is to come. But being at the very beginning of it, you know, one of the two very obvious use cases right now are profile pictures, right? And so it sort of becomes like a collector's item, right? And that also signifies that you identify with that community or that artwork, right? So That's one way to think about usage, if you will. And another way to think about it is art. And when we talk about Web3, it'll be interesting to see how the responses come in that Alexis is showing you here. But when we talk about Web3, I actually was at a really interesting panel on Wednesday, and just for the trajectory, Web 1 being readable, being Google, AOL, emails, right? Web 2 being interactivity and platform based, right? But a lot of that interactivity, that content is owned by the platform. And Web 3 is where we really come into creator ownership, right? So when you are minting the NFT, for example, even though it's on the OpenSea marketplace, for example, and it's on the Ethereum blockchain, it doesn't belong to either of those things. It is decentralized. And so that's why, as the creator, there's always a record of who created it, and then a built-in type of, I don't know if saying it's a royalty system is too simplified, but because everything is tracked on the blockchain, it gives that ownership and revenue or returns from that item, if we're talking about NFTs specifically, back to the creator.
I love it. And as you're talking, Abby, thank you so much. That's really helpful. I'm activating a few people who are logging in for the very first time who might not have been on earlier. So if you are not seeing those things on your Kanban board when you log in, I have just activated everyone. It looks like we had a few there. So I just wanted to do that update. Decca, what's your simple way of, or thinking of what is an NFT?
I think that Michelle said it best. And that's how I see it too. And again, like I said, I'm still learning about this, but it is pretty exciting, and that's I guess that's I don't that's the simplest way to say, a
Awesome.
non-tangible token. Yeah.
And Michelle, I saw your hand go up. We're going to start flipping through some of the things
Okay.
pretty quickly just to make sure that we have enough time. I just wanted everybody to kind of chime in, share, because it just helps sometimes to hear it from other people and in different voices and different explanations.
So really quickly, I want to check that everyone understands the difference between fungible and non-fungible.
Yes, let's go into that. So I'm going to share actually a quick little video that we did. It's about 1:30
Okay.
that will give a very visual sense. I'm a visual learner. It's totally visual. There is some audio to it, but it's not necessary if for any reason you don't have sound. So let me go ahead and flip up that video, because this will, I think, give us all a baseline. So we are all thinking about it today using the same terminology for sure. So I'm pulling up that video right now on YouTube. There it is. All right. So stop sharing, switch screens. All righty. So here we go, and I'm going to start from the top. If you cannot hear the music, that is okay. We are really, it's just background music. So I'm going to go ahead and play, and we can kind of talk over a little bit too. So this is what is an NFT workshop. That's what we're doing here today. Everything in the simplest term, you have a buyer and a seller. When you are looking at what you are doing between a buyer and seller, you have someone who's offering to give you X, and you will give me money for that item. So that is right now what we do, and that is fungible. That means you could exchange it for money, which can be purchasing or exchanged. So think of fungible as exchanged for money. Then we go to non-fungible, which is you're trading a very specific, unique item for another specific, unique item. So you give me X, it could be carrots, and I'll give you something else. And I'm going to stop there.
Simplified meaning that they're not interchangeable, right? So if
Right.
if I give Alexis $10 and she gives me $10, the dollar bills themselves are fungible. They're changeable. They are the same thing, right? Non-fungible means that they are not like equal and they are unique, one of a kind, cannot be exchanged in that way.
Alexis, can you put the video in full mode?
Yes, let's definitely do that. And we'll also share in the, let me share the link as well, just in case it doesn't allow me to go full screen. How about there? Is that better? Thumbs up. And I'm going to put the video on YouTube if you want to follow along there as well. Let me go back to where we're at. Okay, perfect. So now as we go in, that's fungible and non-fungible. Sometimes the words can be really intimidating. Now, once you have a sale, there are items that you might have that are very complicated sales. They're not just a simple exchange. It's not just a word of mouth or a handshake. They're complicated sales that may require a middleman. That could be a broker, a bank. This is something that we just want to bring up because it will help clarify the terms as we bring up blockchain and things like that, what those mean. So once you have more complicated transactions, you have terms of sales, what both parties are agreeing to. And what they do then is have a receipt or a contract that is proof that these agreed to terms have been met. So this is visible to both people who enter into a contract. So we're used to seeing contracts. We're familiar with that, whether it's for a bank loan, whether it's for your car loan, your house loan. These are the contract terms of sales. So as we go into smart contracts and what a smart contract is, this is the digital version of that. So now instead of having a physical person in the middle, the computers are able to auto-generate or create this smart contract. So now it's being done by a computer on the blockchain. So as we have terms of sales that are agreed to, okay, this needs to happen and then this happens next. So once these terms are agreed to, then I can transfer the keys to the car or transfer the NFT to your wallet. Then once those things are met, then the smart contract will automatically say, okay, it's just happened. Transaction complete. It's like signing your name on the dotted line. It becomes official. The transfer of the money or whatever else is connected becomes official. And that's when it's completed and forever on the blockchain. So this is visible to everyone and it's always linked. So as Abby was saying earlier, you have a history from the original person who created it to who bought it, and then when they sold it, it'll also have then a new link. So you can see the provenance in the art world or the history of all the transactions from start to finish, and the whole world can see it. So that is something we wanted to just walk through as we're about to really go through the image and what is an NFT. And then we're diving into the next part, which is once you have this contract, you accept the offer, you're saying, yeah, this is good. Normally that's like a handshake, or maybe it's putting your item on an online shopping into a cart. And what happens? You next need to check out. So that's where the blockchain is able to now see a proof of sale, that the payment was processed, that now the computers can verify the payment went through, and then that is publicly kept on the blockchain forever. So if you think of the receipt, the blockchain is giving you that recorded receipt, and then you have the delivery of the item. So that could be an item if you're shopping in a store. That could be ship the item via mail if you're buying online. It could be an instant digital item that you download. That's kind of what we're used to in the real world right now. But getting into NFTs, now you are going to be able to have this receipt. The NFT is actually your token or receipt. So this is your proof that you own it, that you have rights to use this digital asset, and that is forever on the blockchain. So before I go any further, let's go into some of the NFT examples. I know the short video we have kind of whips through them kind of quickly. So I'm going to stop there because it's been a lot of talking. And let's just open up digital assets. What is a digital asset? Like, here's some examples. What can you guys help enlighten to make everybody comfortable before we get in our information on an NFT? And if you have questions, let us know too. Yes, Michelle.
Oh, I'm happy to share a different example, more of an art-based example than the, kind of like membership example. Artists could use, you could use the NFT as like a screensaver, or you could put utility or into this, digital object to promote your event. So it's kind of like an entry RSVP, like unlocks, an event. In my NFT collection that I made for surfing and entrepreneurship to support my book Be There, there's one series that's a little bit higher priced where we could name a character after you. So that utility is in the digital object. And also it gives you, just notifications and news about, like, you get early access to events and, new releases and that sort of thing. So all of this is embedded in that digital ownership, right?
I love it. I love it. And we just want, as we go along, to make the terminology more real and accessible. So how is this being used right now? Now, this is a tool. It can be used in many different ways. So as we go through, we're going to just go to the next thing. What Michelle was really showcasing us, of course, is that it is anything that is in digital format. And so there is some sort of right to use it. So it can be used as a screen share, it can be used as your profile picture. And an NFT can actually give you different things. So as we go to this slide, an NFT can give you utility or access. So that example is so fun. For that NFT that you did, Michelle, you dreamed up a scenario where, okay, my readers can actually now be a character in the book. So by buying this image, it now gives them this like VIP ticket so that they can get to participate with you as an author and your story that way. It can also be sharing some hidden content. So hidden content is something that when you sell the NFT, a link can be shared, or however you want to preserve this on the internet, but we'll stick with it and keep it simple right now and say a link. A link is shared where only the buyer will be able to see this online content. So it's kind of like secret content that only if you own that NFT will you see. So NFTs, of course, are in the world. We're public on the blockchain. But what's cool is you can have a secret part, and we are going to have a secret part of our NFTs today. So we definitely wanted to cover that. And of course, the utility for the project that we're doing today, as we're minting this together, is one, we're getting to learn how to do this great workshop together here. We're learning how to use NFTs, which we're paying it forward. So you can do this for your next project as well. The other utility is that you are part of a community now. You have access to talk to each other through the innovation platform, which we're going to go back to in just a moment. Collaborate, share, ask questions. So now you're getting access to this backstage area. And then you also have the utility of the proceeds from this are going to be donated to the Ukrainian Red Cross. The utility there is really giving back and the benefit that you derive knowing that this is something that you're donating and supporting as a cause. So there's many levels of utility, but we definitely wanted to cover some of the exciting things that we have created here for you today. And then in terms of the hidden content, it's going to be, why did you create this progress, not perfection NFT? What does it mean to you? What does this project mean to you? This will be content that will only be shared with those who buy your NFT image once it's put onto the OpenSea marketplace and sold as a series. Once it's purchased, then they'll have access. So if you want to record a video and share that link, you want to put, maybe just some text together and say, hey, here's my story. This is what I want to share. You can also be anonymous. It's totally up to you. But think about what hidden content. Somebody just went out and bought this image who wants to support this series, wants to support you, wants to support this cause. Share your story. That's really an incredible part of the hidden content that we're all doing today. We want to amplify not just the message and the impact and the utility, but also, our why. So all of us have an opportunity there. As we go in, then we'll be selling on the NFT marketplace, which is OpenSea. That there are many different marketplaces, and OpenSea is where we are going to be demonstrating today. So you'll be looking over our shoulder, and that is where you can purchase buy as after they're minted, and we go ahead and put them up to buy. So that is pretty much our explanation. Thank you guys so much for watching that with us, but really on YouTube, you're going to get the full video, and I'm going to pause, stop sharing so that we can switch back into the app. Someone else want to take over the chatting as we go into the app of what we need to do and upload now that we know what all these things are?
So what I really loved about what Alexis was saying in terms of not just the hidden content, but as a community, like, why are you participating in this? Why are you interested? We're going to teach you how to mint an NFT. So why are you interested in learning this from the beginning, right, with us here? And then one of the things about sort of the reason Discord channels exist. So if you're not familiar, Discord is where a lot of the NFT communities have their, conversations and drops and things like that. And Michelle might be able to talk more about that, because I think that you're in a few Discord communities, right, Michelle?
I just join them, but I hardly ever interact in there. I think that a web-based version is better, like a newsletter version, kind of what we're doing for Future Founders makes more sense, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's, whatever you want to participate in. There's a really interesting community and collection called the Meta Angels, for example. And they talked about, part of this diversification and democratization of access for women and underrepresented groups in this space is not seeing yourselves reflected in these communities, right? So things like Bored Ape Yacht Club or the Crypto Punks, you might not relate to them. And so they were creating communities that they wanted to be part of. And I think that with our specifically today minting these NFTs, that the proceeds are going towards Red Cross support for Ukraine is really important. And then now we have a community and can come to each other with questions, right? Like, oh, if I want to do this thing, or how do I do this thing? So this is the beginning of that. And we'd love to have all of you, participating in our Future Founders NFTs, for example.
I love it. And, one of the things, as you've been talking about community, this is why we wanted to do a workshop, because you have to have a community with NFTs. Otherwise, you're just creating a digital asset, putting it up like you would trying to sell something anywhere on the internet, and trying to get that visibility, trying to get people to see, get behind it. You have to really realize, without a community, it's going to sit there unless you're making it just for yourself to buy, or you want just a family member to buy. That's great too, and you can definitely do it. But, this is something that is accessible, that everybody can create. So with that in mind, in order to really organize everybody, that's one of the reasons we're going through the platform here together, is we want to organize us all together so we can create this community as we're going through it together. It's a built-in community. It's totally organic. We're all lining for this same cause and mission here today to support the Red Cross, the Ukrainian Red Cross, and yes, learn together, and yes, create more equitable access as well for other people in the world. But this is something that is really, really a big reason of why we're here today and why we're logging in together to do this. So I just went ahead, and you probably, hopefully, are going through and answering the questions. It's poll questions that I just quickly flipped through while Abby was talking. You could update your Twitter handle, your Facebook handle. Keep in mind, everything in this section, which is your participation information, this will be, of course, with your permission, which is one of the other questions. This will be shared publicly. So these are going to be the things that will live on the blockchain connected to the minting of your image. So please, if you want it to be anonymous, say your full participating name as anonymous here. We do have your login, so we know on the back end that it's you. But what we are going to be able to show publicly on the blockchain. So why is this important to you? This is going to be the secret content area. So I have here, why is this important to us? I put in some text. If you wanted to link to a video, which I can show you really quick, we did create a video that I'm just going to put in here real fast. I'll show everybody how to do that. You could either do a link to a video that you are hosting, or you could do a video that you have uploaded online. I'm just showing this really quick so everybody feels comfortable, and then you would just paste the link there. So that is going to be the hidden content, and then their content, your contact information and things there. Once you've put the information of how you want the hidden contact to view, how you want the name as a participant show up on the NFT, just click send. Then we have everything we need from you to know that we're properly identifying you in the series the way that you want to be seen and heard. So as we get to the next part, now you're going to upload that image. So as you recall, first tab, you went through, you can create that, upload your own graphic here by using the amazing Flutter. Can everybody still see as this switches to the Flutter app? I just want to give it a moment. Good, it showed, awesome. So this is that amazing Flutter app that Roman created. Thank you, Roman. You can type in your information right here. You'll be able to click download, and boom, you've got your image that now you could upload into the platform. So have fun with that. You don't have to. If you want an automated quote, there's some great ones there, or you can pull from our other folder. So as I go back here, let's go into, oops, wrong tab. Let's go back. Progress, not perfection, right, ladies? Got to get to the correct tab there. See what we've got. I'm looking for that area right now. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to go backward. Alrighty, so that's the app, so you know what you're clicking on if you want to create your own, or you go to the folder and upload. So pick that file from your desktop, wherever it may be. So I'm going to click on the little icon here. I'm going to upload a graphic. Let's look. I'm sure I've got some recent ones that we've been playing around with. I could have had this one. I'm going to use this GIF. And now, give it a second, you'll see that image load right there. And it is a GIF, the one that I uploaded. A GIF is just an image which is moving. So I see it's working. That looks right. I'm going to go ahead and send. So everybody, you can upload your image now. If you are not wanting to do it right now, or would just want to follow along first, you can. We are going to give time, of course, for everyone to complete and upload this together, since there are a lot of people not attending today live who may want to do so later and still be included in the series before we have it purchasable on OpenSea. So don't worry. But if you are, definitely this is a hands-on portion. Dive right in. So as you have uploaded your image, you've got your hidden content, now you have how it's going to post and be credited to you. That's all the information we need. We just did that as a group. Big round of applause. But we're going to get to the exciting part where you start really seeing where the magic happens, because it becomes real once you see it on OpenSea for sure. So one last thing here, when you have time, I'm going to skip over. If you have any questions that you think of later, put it in here. We want to know. We're going to be asking you this. You're going to be tired of us asking, but please, no stupid question. Everybody in the audience has questions as we go along. We're here to make it accessible and easy. Ask, ask, ask. If it's a word, if you don't know what something means, please. And then, of course, let us know how you're feeling as you go along. So I'm going to put not right now on this. Ta-da, we got everything done that we need on our board. Great job. So if you're following along, I can now say, all right, I just completed everything and moved it to done. So questions answered, tasks done. Now, what the heck what are we doing? This is a fun stream of everything, some videos that we're sharing. This is a stream so that you can, again, watch a video of how to use the app again. What is the NFT video that we shared with you earlier from this presentation and workshop? All of this you can replay here in the resources on your own. So I'm going to pause there, and we're going to switch.
Can you show one more time how you submitted and got rid of the task, please?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share that screen. You're going to click on the card. Is this for getting rid of the card on the Kanban board tab?
Yeah, and all the questions. You says not right now. Can you show one more time?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for asking. This is what we want. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to the app. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to unanswer a question. This is actually a really great thing for everybody to see. I'm going to open my data vault because I don't have any questions. They are here. So I could go here and say, okay, participant upload, and I can see all of my answers to what I have asked or answered. So if I want to undo anything, or here, I'm just doing it to demonstrate, the question will reappear and you can re-answer that. So if you decided you wanted to change your image, you could undo it and then re-upload. So use this as your practice ground. And the questions will be here on the second tab. So the first tab is our tasks tab. If you hover over the check mark, you will see tasks. As you hover over the next tab, it's the diligence tab. That is where all the questions, everything we need to make sure we're all getting everything filled out together will show. And then you can answer your question if it's a text here.
So we have to fill out the participant info information, right?
Yes, you will need to fill out your registration. That is giving us all the information of how you want it to appear in the end, credit, that hidden content, whatever you'd like to be connected with the NFT. And then you also definitely have to agree to permission to print. Some people want to follow along with the workshop, but don't actually want to publish with this series. Then they understand that, of course, without the permission to print, we will not be able to publish. But we do need everybody to check that box so that we're all on the same page, that it's okay to publish, so that the proceeds support for this cause, the Red Cross. And the upload, you will be able to upload that question. I'm going to just do it one more time as a replay. I have a tendency to go through it quickly. You'll see this, upload your progress perfection graphic. Click on the icon, select from your desktop, go to recent. Let's grab that one again. I totally lost where it is. I'm going to pick a new one just for this. And of course, the icons, we do want you using the creator so that they are consistent. So the images are also square, which is really important. The series looks consistent. So grab a square one really quick. This is what happens when you have so many things going on the same screen. Okay, perfect. So you're going to see that load. Give it a moment. Yep, that's the little icon, and press send. And then anytime you want to double check your things look right, you could just open it up, and now you'll see now my image is updated. So feel free to upload, change, adjust. This is definitely where you're going to want to put all that information. So we have what we need to work together as a group and to do this series together as a group. So now that we are through the registration, we've given permission, we've got everything to go, we've learned about NFTs. You can, of course, learn more here if you want to review any of the things that we went over so far. Now, this is our collaboration zone. So we have a progress, not perfection circle. And in this circle, there's a conversation, which is all Q&As. So please continue the Q&As. We've shared important links, the questions we've gotten from people as we went along. You can upload a graphic, image, a video. Don't be shy, just dive right in. So now I'm going to start to move over to OpenSea so that we could see, okay, we've all collaborated here on this innovation platform. We've got our ideas. We've got our next steps. We've completed everything. We're ready to go. So now I'm going to show you on OpenSea how we are going to now upload the graphic, and this is where we mint. So let me change that screen, and can I pass the mic to somebody else so I can kind of think about changing screens and I don't mess it up?
I'll just one more time. In your end, the lock is showing green. For us, it's showing red. It's that okay?
Oh, I say that one more time.
The data vault lock for us is showing, for me, is showing red. Even for you, it's showing red. Okay, so we are all set. Perfect.
You're all set. So actually, great question. Red means it is locked. And when you click on it, it will unlock, and it's green, and it will release all your answers, so you can see everything there.
I'm trying to juggle between, so I'm okay.
This is hands-on. This is what we want. This is great because I'm sure somebody else is thinking the same thing after they answered their questions. But it's always your information. It's always in your control, so you can update that, make sure it's clear. But as we move to OpenSea, one thing I do want to share is once you're really ready and we're going to go through the minting, once you mint something, it's forever there. So that's why we want to have this staging area for all of us to collaborate, get together, make sure it's the way we like it to be. And then when we go mint, we don't worry about having to make changes later. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and pass the mic back.
Do you want to say something, Michelle? You looked like you were going to hit the...
Feel free to dive in while I'm just switching screens. How are you guys feeling right now? Any audience?
Yeah, so I was just going to say to the audience that I'll jump on the end of what Alexis was saying about uploading to the WeTransact, because that is for us to be building this specific NFT mint together as a community. If you were to be minting your own private NFT, you would not be going through that exact app process through WeTransact that Alexis was showing. You would be doing it directly on the marketplace or on wherever you're minting it individually. And Alexis is going to take us through that process.
I love it. Yes. And you know, this is just exactly what you're talking about. We are here. This is ed tech. We are learning together using technology. We are innovating and coordinating together. And it can be very challenging to do that. And what the app is allowing us to do is keep it all in one place. We don't worry about a Slack channel here, a doc over here, you know, all of these things where this would normally have to live. It can keep everything all in one place so that we can know, okay, for this project, we're all set, we're organized, and we have each other's support along the way. Yeah, Decca, as
I was gonna say, you know, I hope everybody here feels like, you know, they can be vulnerable and ask questions, because like Alexis said, like Abby said, Michelle said, we're all learning, and this is definitely progress, not perfection. And I think that, you know, even us as, you know, founders, us presenting, we're still learning new things. So please feel free to ask questions, because I'll be asking questions too.
I feel like we're making it up. You know, we're making it up as we go along,
as we go.
right? I really do feel like that.
It really is. Like
And
next week. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna dive over to the page. So this is the series page that has already been set up. So we're not today trying to show you how to set up a series. Today we are here to show you how we're going to upload an image and mint it. Okay, so you're looking over our shoulder, and think of it like this. You have to upload and mint an image, which means it exists now on the blockchain. So before we do this minting, everybody know this is live, this is happening, and it is public, and it is forever immutable. It cannot be changed. So this is why we've got our safe zone on the innovation platform app together. do your changes there, coordinate, make sure you feel 100%. And then we're going to upload the one that we're doing here today. And I'm also going to show you how you can do it and then transfer it to us. If you don't want to do that step, we also have a shortcut for that too. So let's just dive right in. Everybody, I'm going to share with you so you can see OpenSea. This is the link here. It is opensea.io/collection/Google IWD 22, all lowercase. It is in the chat right now. So this exists. This is live. I did this morning right before the workshop. It took me about 10 minutes. I have step-by-step videos, screenshot of me doing it, so you can totally follow along and do what I did. Everything here is to help you, so you can go pay it forward in the world using this tool and hopefully come up with a really cool next series yourself. So we've got OpenSea. We're on OpenSea. Everybody sees what's happening here. There's one item. That was my test item this morning, making sure that it worked. We have our description from the event. This is what we're doing. 100% of the proceeds will be donated from all the work and us doing this live workshop together, and anything that's uploaded after the workshop within, of course, the timeline that we can accept more entries. And we have the first image. So this collection, you will click onto an NFT. This was the first one that I created this morning. I'm showing you first before we do it so you can have some visualization of where this item lives. Think of this as, okay, we just walked in to the OpenSea Mall. So OpenSea is like the mall. There's a bunch of shops. There's a bunch of things going on, like different series, collections, just think different brands. Now we land here on our page, which is our store. This is our series, our brand. It's kind of like a pop-up. We don't live here all the time, but it will be here forever. This is popped up just special for this workshop and for this event. And it is the Progress Not Perfection series. So now that we're here, we have items inside of our store. These are going to be all of the individual NFTs that we're uploading. So your NFT will be here and become part of this series. So all the proceeds together can not only be sold together, as a promoted together, using our community to share, retweet what we're doing and get more people to buy, support, trade, everything that needs to happen. Again, it all comes from community, because otherwise we just have a store that nobody knows exists or can't walk into. So we've got the store, we've got the items. Now we can all share and pool all of our collective social power and good in the world and get this thing sold. So we're creating this whole space. And so now I'm going to show the minting portion. So we're going to go back to the collection. Hopefully that analogy, let us know if you need a different analogy. But yeah, shopping mall, store, NFT is the item in the store that you can buy. And now let's put that item, let's get that barcode on it so that we can mint it and it can officially be in the store. So I'm going to go here onto OpenSea and I'm going to add an item. I'm going to upload the image here. Now, this normally would be the image that you uploaded already into the system, preferably, but I'm just showing this so you can see us minting it live together. So I'm going to use my Support Ukraine GIF. There it is. Beautiful. Looks good. It's the right one. We're going to do the first live workshop minting. This is exciting. This is also nerve-wracking. I have to say I didn't sleep very well last night. We have an external link I want to share with everybody. The link, this is a message from myself of why, this was so important, for us as the female founder or the future founders to be a part of this. So I'm sharing this as my private content. And now the description, I'm just going to put in the description for the event to keep it very universal for us. Okay. And we are going to copy and paste that. I have, of course, I can log through. Everybody following along should be pretty straightforward, but honestly,
I have a question for you, even from the chat. So if we we are not able to do this because we don't have a wallet. First, we have to create a wallet, right?
Correct. And we actually will guide you through. So one of the reasons we've got that community page on the app is we will guide you through how to create a wallet and what wallets are able to be used on the OpenSea platform. So think of your wallet as, you know, where you keep your digital money. So whether that's your digital items like your NFT that you're going to put onto the marketplace, it could also be the currency, so you can buy things on the marketplace. That's what your wallet is. And you need to know that different marketplaces, think of different stores. When you walk into a store, you've got Visa, MasterCard, Amex on the front. Not everybody accepts Amex. You know, you want to check that before you go to the store. This OpenSea entire marketplace and our store, you want to make sure that you are working with a wallet that we accept. So currency that we accept. So that's why we are here for you. We will help you set up that wallet. We have step-by-step. Those videos are going to be up. It's in the Q&A. We're unfortunately not going to be able to help you with the wallet while we're minting today. We had to pick like what the most, you know, high value thing was. So ask away. We're here for you, but hopefully
following up even today after the workshop, that step. So if someone doesn't see add item, means that they don't have the wallet, right?
Correct. It would only be once you have your wallet, and we'll walk you through the wallet side of it. So today you're just watching us do the first minting of the series, the first image being minted live. And then we're going to take all of the things that you submitted through the WeTransact, and we'll either upload them for you, or you can do it yourself. And we're going to show you with the wallet how you can do it. You're going to duplicate what we're doing right here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, no, ask away. This is the first time we've ever done a live minting. I don't know if anyone else has seen a live minting before, so we are totally progress, not perfection here. And let me scroll down, and we are going to go into, all right, now we're going to select.
Alexis?
Yes.
Hi, Alexis. This is super exciting. I do have a quick question. I did create a MetaMask wallet. Does that work? Because I created it, but I don't know how to connect it to OpenSea.
Awesome. Yes. So connecting the wallet to, you definitely will need to connect it first. You're absolutely right. Let me get this one minted, and then we can dive into that just so that everybody can see where it's going, and then we'll show how you can connect that wallet next. But yes, if you have MetaMask, that is one of the approved wallets. And let me show you guys, I'm going to share that Q&A. We have a link here. Oh, might not be able to share it right this second. Okay, but let's do one thing at a time, and we're getting to that one next, but it's coming. This is part of the workshop. So once you pick the collection it's going to be part of, we do have unlockable content. So we're going to put that in here. Whoops, grab that link again. Great. Thank you guys for all these questions. This is perfect. This means it will only be revealed to the owner now that we all know what that means. Of course, everything else, I don't know if we want a drum roll here. I feel like we needed a sound effect. Maybe we just do like a bunch of applause. Now that we have everything filled out, let's look, double check, because once it's on the blockchain, once we mint, it's forever there. So we got first live workshop minting. We've got a link, which is external. Oh, that's to learn. So this is actually, I just caught myself. This is a link that will allow them to learn more about the project. So I, by accident, put my hidden information here. So I'm going to fix that. This is why we double check everything. I'm going to put in a link to our whole project here. Let me get the real raise. Thank you guys so much. This is why we double check. You're seeing it in real time. And these are the things we all want to catch ourselves. I didn't make that mistake on purpose, I promise, but we are proving that point too. So this is going to be the link that will be something that can be detail about the image. So this will be visible to anyone who looks on OpenSea. So now this is going to be something anybody walking by in the mall, browsing in the store is going to see, and they can click and go to. So it's a great way to promote your event page and build your community. So we have here a link, which is going to the event page where people can actually join the community, build that wait list so we can sell out this series quickly. So that was the external link that we chose. The description looks good so people know what this is all about. And we've got the collection. It will appear in the group. So as everybody uploads yours, yours will appear here. And then the unlockable hidden content. This is that private video that I'm sharing with only the people who are going to buy this particular NFT, whoever the lucky owner is of the very first one. So now, all right, deep breath. Did everybody else double check me? Do we feel good to press the button? Are we good? Are we going to create? This is going to be the minting moment. Thumbs up. This is why I have my future founders, because I'm not going through it alone. We can double check each other. I have all of you guys asking great questions. Here we go. I'm not a robot. Okay, let's see. Hills, make sure I'm human. All right, let's make sure I'm human. Please wait. Fingers crossed.
It's probably going to ask you to verify your wallet.
Woo!
Oh, you did it. All right. Woo!
I already verified before. We created our
You have
first
to actually-
live workshop.
You have to
minting.
actually sell it. You have to list it for sale, though.
We're not listing yet because we're going to allow everybody the ability to mint today. And
Okay.
series. So, woo! Once you have this screen, this is where community is key, okay? We minted. Now I can take this link and copy it and share it with the world. This is going to be something you can tweet on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and do a Twitter. We did our live. I'm going to put this on NFT workshop minting. And this is for our IWD 22 Google progress. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My hands are shaking. Progress.
It looks gorgeous.
Perfection NFT series. Okay. Now, of course, we should also probably tag. I'm trying to remember all the hashtags I should be using. Please use the hashtags. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Our first live minting. Please check it out, share. This is a huge moment for all of us to be part of this together. I'm totally blanking. Can you guys help me in the chat of what? Okay, there we go. Thanks. All right, IWD Northeast 22. What other hashtags should I be using? This is so fun doing it together because it also makes me feel less nervous that I'm forgetting stuff. Awesome. Oh, great. IWD, Women Tech Makers. This is why working together on this is so much better. I can tell you it's also a lot more fun. Okay, amazing. Let's put in here. I, of course, have to exact live. Okay. Oh, too many. It's okay. People know. And we are going to now, I should probably even hashtag Google. That'd be nice. Maybe somebody big at Google will buy the first ones as we get all of ours up together. So I'm going to go ahead. I got to make sure it's a short enough characters.
Yes, actually, when you do this, when you tweet, you can add another tweet. There is a plus, and you can have a chain of tweets like thread. You know what I mean?
Tweet. Amazing. Okay, it's okay. So now it's official. We just minted our first one. It's live on Twitter. You can click on it. You can like it. You can share it. My Twitter, I'll put here so everybody knows I'm heard. That stands for humanity, empathy, and responsibility to win. The number 2 WIN. So definitely, I was hoping it would be from our group one, but it's whatever's connected right now. And you can go ahead and share this. You can also, please, as you mint your own, be able to share your own and tweet your own. So let me get this open so we can get this first official tweet shared. with everybody here. Perfect. Oh, there were more hashtags. Just keep adding the hashtags. just share, add. This is where community becomes so important, you guys, because there really is nothing like, you know, when you create this, what it's going in the world and it's doing. It's a digital image. We created it. Anybody can create it. So I'd love to transition this section to our like minting questions, talk about like what we're doing right now, why we're doing this. You know, can I pass it to some of my other female founders and what this series is, and also we have an exciting announcement about what we're doing as female future founders in our NFT series. So who would like to grab the mic while I stop sharing and switch images? Anybody? I need a moment.
Sure. I just want to say this is so thrilling. It's really so fun to see this in action. I love how easy it is to mint on OpenSea, and yeah, you can mint them. You can put up minting, and then you can edit them, and then when you finally sell them, that's a whole like secondary process. Like you list them for sale, and they ask you for your wallet access and all of that. But the process is really easy, as you just showed us today. So
And I definitely wanted to add in, we are going to help you connect to the wallets. So we are going to do that. That's why we have the WeTransact Innovation app, so we can collaborate there. We're going to get everybody so your wallet is there so you can upload it. Go ahead, Abby, but I know that's a concern, and we are going to address that. We're just rolling with it as we go here.
If you have a chance, can you show everybody how we can collaborate? Because I saw even in the chat there was a question on the platform.
Yes. Did somebody hear the full? I think I heard part of what Linda just asked. Repeat.
Can show us how we can collaborate, like our attendees can collaborate on the WeTransact platform. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, let's do this. Oops, let's not do my whole desktop. There's too much. All right, let's go to the WeTransact platform, log in. Cool. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to just log out and log back in. You are going to land here at go.wetransact.live today. If you have not logged in, log in for the first time using your Gmail email account, or if you don't have Gmail, it will just have you verified by clicking on your email. There will be a link that will be sent to you, and you will be able to enter right in. Once you enter in, you will land on the first tab here at the top called Tasks. That's where we guide you through how to create the graphic or select one. This link sends you to the wonderful Flutter app that was so graciously created by Roman and the team here at Google dev team. And it's amazing. You can use that to create your image and really personalize it and make it consistent, so everything in the selection looks good. Or you can go from our folder of just royalty-free approved images, where we've got some we auto-populated just to make it easier for you. Some people just want to grab the picture, and what's more important to them is sharing their why and the secret content. The second tab is going to be your diligence, where you are going to answer the questions. And of course, I've got quite a few here because I logged in as the wrong person. And then you'll have your resource tab, which will be all the information, videos, everything that we went through today. You can rewatch. We even have a cool area here where you can engage. So feel free to browse this resource area. And the most important, exciting part is this progress, not perfection circle. You are automatically a member of, and you can go in here and be able to ask any questions as you go along. This is also where we're going to be helping you with the wallet. We're going to be getting everybody so that your wallet is connected to OpenSea. And then when you're able to upload your image like we just did together today live, you will feel 100% confident and comfortable that you did it right. So the only step you probably need next is going to be your wallet and connecting the wallet to OpenSea. So I'm going to stop sharing there and go back. Yes, any questions? Because sometimes when I'm showing, I can't see people's
Alexis?
faces and reactions.
Question.
Yes.
So once a card is minted, can it be edited, or that's it?
That is
it?
it. That's why
Okay.
we want to make that innovation area where we can fail, fix, upload, support. All of that's got to happen within the app there, because once you upload it to OpenSea and you press that, so I double checked, I had the wrong link and I caught it. Thank goodness. Or you guys helped me catch stuff. You really, I mean, it's now forever there. I mean, we just made a historic moment. It's on the blockchain. Awesome. So as we go through now, we're going to be helping you with videos, putting in about connecting your wallet. So what I'd like to do to just kind of give you some things that you could do right away so you can start to upload yours today and you can start to mint yours today is share the screen for how to set up that wallet. So I'm going to go in here so you can really follow along with us. You guys have been amazing. I love the questions that we've been doing it real time. I'm going to log out because I want to log in as if I'm the demo version. Here we go. Okay, so you're going to be able to log in, see all your answers in the data vault, double check everything that looks the way you want. Once everything's all set here, now one of the main questions is going to be, and it is a top question, how do I buy it? What is a crypto wallet? Do I need a wallet? Yes. And let's start there. Do I need a wallet? Yes, you do if you want to buy, sell, trade, which we are. So if you want to actually do more than create the image and learn how to mint here in the workshop, you want to be part of the series, you want
You're on mute, Alexis.
I was wondering if it was my computer or if it
No.
was.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you. I apologize. So basically what I'm showing you right now is you went into the collaboration area, and that's one of the questions. I need a wallet. Yes, you need a wallet. What wallets can I use? Of course, MetaMask is the one that I used here. It was very easy to set up. I did my videos. It took me about 2 minutes to set up that wallet. So I've got play-by-plays. I'll be uploading those videos after this presentation so you can follow along. And everything you need for knowing what wallet. So think of this as your Visa, MasterCard, Amex. We got to make sure it's a credit card that is accepted. And once then, let's say the next question was, how do I connect my wallet to OpenSea? Because they want to see you on OpenSea so that you can upload your NFT and mint. So you need to connect the wallet after you create it. Okay. We're going to have videos on that too. I'm not diving into all of it because I know it's a lot and there's probably people that are learning about this the very first time and it can feel overwhelming, but we're going to take you step by step through the app, through the WeTransact platform, so we can help you each step of the way. So definitely, if you have any questions as you go along, you can go into, let's stop sharing and I'll change the tab. Just reminding again, and I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I just want everybody to be comfortable and know where we're going. Let me get the correct tab. There we go. Let's go into the WeTransact one. Great. So this is where you're going to log in so we can help you connect your wallet. So setting up a wallet, getting the wallet connected to OpenSea, and then you're going to go through the minting, which is exactly what you watched us do here today. So the two things that you're going to need to do if you want to participate in the actual selling portion of the workshop. Today was all about minting, but the selling and the supporting of the Ukrainian Red Cross by selling and having the proceeds go forward is going to be in here as a community. And we are here to help you guys. We're here to collaborate together on this. And one thing that I definitely wanted to just share with you as a group is, you know, we're doing this as the future founders because we need more people in NFTs. We need more people who care about the world. We need more diversity. We need more equity. We need to make sure that as many people get into this world and this opportunity, because look at what we're going to be able to do together. We're going to share and keep you updated through the WeTransact app of how much money was raised. You're going to see all these amazing stories of all of us, that why we all created it. All of this came about through leveraging this technology for good. And that's really what we want to put out in the world about NFTs. There's a lot of tools can be used for good or bad. You can use a hammer to build the house. You can also use a hammer to hit somebody on the head with, you know? So we want to build the house. We want to use this technology for good. And we definitely want all of you to feel comfortable picking up that hammer. Like, oh, okay, I could do something with this. So hopefully today's minting workshop live gives you the confidence to get started, to learn, to fall together, to figure it out together, to ask these questions, because really it's like riding a bike. Once you do it, it's natural. You'll forever, for the rest of your life, know how to ride a bike. It's something you don't lose, you don't forget, and you have that skill now to carry forward into all of your projects and your things. Can I pass it to Abby, Decca, or Michelle to share our announcement of the Future Founders? I do have a little video from what's coming up, but our goal here is that we pay it forward and help you, and you could help us back by joining our community, signing our petition, because we're building our community to get our wait list so we can, as Future Founders, be able to sell our own trading cards. So who would like to share a little bit about our trading cards? Addie, solid goal. Okay, perfect.
I guess I will. So what's really exciting about our Future Founders trading cards is exactly what Alexis was saying in getting inclusion and participation. And we see this working with WeTransact and creating the Innovate DAO as a way that we can build a community by founders, for founders and everyone that wants to support them, of trading cards. And this is really cool, the way that you think about baseball trading cards, for example, right? And so we're going to be releasing Future Founders trading cards and building this community, and you can join the wait list for all of the information about preparation and when they're going to be minted, how you could purchase one, and that type of thing. I hope I'm providing good enough information on that, Alexis. Someone else chime.
Amazing. Feel free to chime in. I'm also going to just share a visual as you're talking.
I'm in this real San Francisco moment where I don't know if you can hear behind me, but my neighbor is like playing the guitar. But I'm just going to give a quick description of our Future Founder playing trading card series. So the Real Raise movement, we've launched the first in the series of founder trading cards, Future Founder trading cards. The waitlist is open, and it's our mission to provide this alternative source of funding and ensure success for groups that have been overlooked in the past. And we've created an Innovate DAO, a community to hold investment and issue grants to founders. And purchasing an NFT will provide one-on-one access to individual founders. Projects will be ongoing and profits equitably shared, with 100% funding going directly to the founder on the card. And how cool is it to have your own founder trading card? So, sign up for the wait list. We're excited to launch this.
Amazing. I'm going to do a quick, this is our press peek of what's going on. And one of the reasons we wanted to share this with you today is it takes a lot to actually do something with NFTs. Minting's easy. We saw how easy it is. Hopefully we took that fear away from anybody today about any apprehension that you might have of what is an NFT, how do I create one? Minting's the easy part. It's the community, it's the preparation, it's the really getting that support and the materials you need to do to now market and let the world know and get them in on your cause, because that's the beauty of this, is that you can get support and rally from the grassroots up. I mean, we're founders, so instead of waiting for the world to change and for things to be the way we want, mobilizing together, and we're coming together for a united cause and mission here to help ourselves, and you could do the same. So we're going to play this, but we also are showing you because we want you to realize once you create an NFT, it is important for the community to share and promote. So I'm going to play real quick, and then we'll come back to how you can share and promote these series we all are in together here, because you can be part of many series. You don't have to be part of Future Founders or this one or another one. They're not exclusive. You could be part of as many as you want. We definitely hope and encourage you to do so. Awesome. So guys, thank you for letting us have a moment to share with you what we are doing. We are here now focusing on this community, this group. We want you to now log in. If you haven't logged in yet and you still want to participate, we are going to give people probably about 2 days to get all of your materials uploaded, to go through the wallets, to help everybody. You're going to see these images up. We'll be emailing all the participants here. We want to give you a moment to digest everything. We know a hands-on workshop isn't going to make you necessarily feel like you're ready right this moment, but over the next few days and this weekend, let's do it. Let's all log in. Let's get our things uploaded. We'll help you with the wallets, the videos, ask those questions so nothing is blocking you and we can remove it out of the way, and we will be able to go live. Now, if you want to share and promote, and actually it's like, if is not really an option. It's like, please help us share and promote. We need everybody to now work together. You promote the event. We need to get our wait list. A wait list is everybody that can register. So the second we do get all the series uploaded together after this weekend, we're going to make a big announcement. And I believe Google may be helping us with this announcement, which is very cool to get a lot of eyes on it. And when this announcement is made, then it's going to be buy time. That's when people can actually purchase it. You can have a historic NFT moment that we just did together that you created. And it's going to be so exciting to see all of these NFTs get sold. We want to sell out as quick as possible. The way that we do that is we promote, we get people on the wait list. So the second it happens, everyone's going to get that update. Okay, it's now available to purchase. We call that a drop. So if you have heard of, okay, we have just dropped our NFTs, trying to use the lingo. I'm learning it myself, so I feel a little awkward even using it myself. But that is when we are going to drop it. So you want to get your family, your friends, not only on the wait list to show we have a huge community to drop and share and promote that it was dropped, but we also want a huge community that when we drop it, they can buy it. So maybe we could get some amazing people at Google to join in and purchasing and sharing and dropping. We got to get everybody we know and mobilize the community. This is the grassroots part of it that's so exciting and so fun. So minting is very easy. It's just the tool. The exciting part is what we are doing with the tool here together as a community and as a group and as human beings. And this is why we love NFTs. It's not the actual minting. It is this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and share the link, which we need everyone, even while you're doing this yourself, uploading. If you're not going to participate and you're too intimidated, it doesn't matter. Every single person we know needs to be sharing this link so that we can get this gathered together. And I'm grabbing that link, searching through my book right now. Let me grab that one. Oh, happy to do a second session anytime if you'll have us back. This is our first one, so we're really honored and so grateful. Anna, Linda, the whole team, Roman, everybody, we can't say enough. I mean, being a Google Tech Ambassador, I am just blown away at the commitment of the organization and the volunteers and all the efforts to make things like this come together. It does take a village. It does take a team. We are all remote. I haven't met hardly 90% of you. So to do this virtually with you is such an honor and a privilege, and we hope we continue to pay it forward. So yes, we will come back for any other sessions that you would like. And I'm just
What an awesome session. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So
Thank
good to
you, guys.
see you. And we'll make sure you got the link for sharing.
All these tips with us. We really appreciate it. That was a great, awesome.
Oh, thank you guys so much. We really enjoy it. We can't wait to see you at the other workshops.
Bravo, Alexis. You're so inspiring. Alexis is an Olympian level skater, and she brings the exact same energy, resilience, discipline,
Oh my God.
innovation to the AI world to support women founders. Alexis quit her job during the pandemic to do this, to support women founders, to support founders, to find funding. And she's built this herself with her husband. Alexis, you inspire us every day.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, Alexis. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for everything. This was amazing. I've already created my NFT. So we're going to start minting. Yay.
Amazing. Look forward to seeing everyone on the platform, and definitely we'll send an email out for all the registries, everybody that registered. So don't worry, look for those. We're here to help you. If you have any questions along the way, I'll also share an email so that you can also email us directly.
So we need to keep this collection link. Is that right, Alexis? And join this collection.
So what we're going to want to do is, and that's the link actually here that I want to share.